swallow, they put it ice, right? Just let it out, the controlling the inflammation. But it's sometimes we're using hot water to put it, that your feet, and then whatever the fever, try to let it out. That's kind of the hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy is very worth to, the whatever we treat it. And then, that when you catch cold, we let it out, the whatever, sweat. That's from the skin, a lot of virus is going into the, through the skin, and then after that, go into the meridian or whatever, and then go into the organ. When it's go into the organ, when it was a skin, that's different type of symptoms and then disease. So it's last week we was talking about shingle, right? The shingle. Shingle usually, the outside. Outside. And then at the beginning, if you found out, oh, I just got the shingle. Maybe a couple of days later, and after 1 week, that the shingle symptoms change. But once you have a outside here, oh boy, somehow I have pain. And then after 1 or 2 days, something pop it up, like the pimple type. That's already, go into the meridian too. At the beginning, you just hydrotherapy. Maybe go into the sauna and just let it out, from the sweat. Then that virus is coming out. That kind, treatment is what we call the hydrotherapy. Sometimes, cold ice pack, or sometimes, warm. So we try to balance it out, our body temperature. Well, body temperature is 37.5. That's the average, right? And then if higher than that, something wrong on your body too. If it's lower, sure. And then cancer cells, and then whatever the virus, they don't like that high temperature. The old, the cold symptom, they like it. So if your temperature is, the lower than normal, and your body condition is more like weak side, that's what they say. And then how we can bring it up, that is sometimes, that we have put it, to go into the hot tub, just, and your body temperature is going up. And so hydrotherapy, good morning, we use a lot of different ways. And then, that's, we don't have much impact. That the arthritis patient, and sometimes they really have pain, right? And they do the exercise. And then sometimes just, regular exercise might be really too much, that the impact for the pain. So go into the water. Water is, that very smoothly that you do the exercise. That's very, very good. So even that Western medicine these days, when you go to the physical therapist, they do a lot of hydrotherapy method. Go into the water and some exercise they showing, or hot packs. Those are all hydrotherapy. Or sometimes it's cold, put it the ice, and then, those treatments. Sure, these are all alternative medicine categories, but it's the hydrotherapy is sometimes really working well. Yeah, and then especially, when you catch cold, just let it out, sweat method. That's very important. very important. You know that the cold, sometimes, oh, I got cold, maybe, you know. That take another week, almost 1 week, I might be okay. But it's what we're using, some, like, you know, that take the hot tea and then just let it out, whatever that virus or bacteria is in the body, we just let it out through the, you know, the skin and then the sweat. That's very worth the hydromassage. So it's that's why, you know, these days we're using a lot of hydromassage and then for treatment. So gout is one of the methods we can use, but it's that one is gout is actually chronic. It's not acute symptom. Sure, it's when it's show up all of a sudden. You know, when I say drink beer and too much protein and then too much steak and too much crab, and then, you know, all of a sudden the pain comes up, right? So this one is it's there. There's you know, sometimes the blood test we have the uric acid is going up, then you know the gout is possibly coming out too. Okay, how many the water you guys drink every day? Normally they say what? 8 cups. 8 ounces, 8 cups a day, huh? That you guys agree? No? Why not?
2 liters?
Huh?
I try to drink 2 liters of water.
Oh, okay. And then, do you think that one is a lot or just average? Yeah. You know, these days, I don't know, even that through the internet it says, oh, you have to drink lots of water. So lots of water. Yeah, sure. But water is the basic, you know, it says cleansing up or whatever. We need the water in the body. 70% our body is the water. But we always in an exception. In sometimes water, too much water. If we say average is 8 cups a day, and then some people, oh, I want to drink more than that. Okay, 10 cups water. That one is whatever average is here. That's your body. I don't know your body can take it or not. And some people don't know it's less water. It's less water. Sometimes you have a constipate. You know, you are not drinking enough water. That's why it's, you know, the other symptoms is coming up. But what we say is definite. You know, you have to drink water. This much and this much and that much. But water is among the 5 elements. Water is belong to which organ? Water. Cannot remember and I cannot. The water is kidney. Yeah. Water is kidney. Sometimes your body condition is over drinking. It means what? We give too much work, sort of, you know, forcing to kidney to do the more work. So that means, you know, kidney might damage. Kidney might damage if you drink too much. We don't know that your body condition is, but if it's too much, I always say too much is no good, so less is no good either, huh? So always balancing out. But how we can calculate, that one is, up to you guys. I don't know how you guys can figure it out. But it's, sometimes your body metabolism is very slow. Then you drink too much water, that your body is not really, working well. And then what's gonna happen? Retain water, retain in your body. Then what? Swallow, right? And then sometimes you have we say it's edema, oh boy, that I feel really heavy or whatever. And so, everything, even I mentioned, okay, if you have a high blood pressure, and don't take too much, salt. That salt is belong to what? Which organ? Also kidney. Also kidney. If you take too much salt, you can drink lots of water, right? If you eat the salty food, you drink water, keep drinking water and water. But that's the other way, indirectly, is damage kidney. Kidney has to work. Kidney has to work. So even that time, maybe that we just soaking our body in the really hot water is, with the sweating is coming out, and your body system and everything is just sort of balancing out. That's all related to the yang and yin and then 5 elements theory. I'm sort of like back and forth, but not really. That's all related. What I emphasize, balancing our system. So that's why even I say that too much water, and too much exercise, too much sweet stuff, too much salty, too much sour, all related to the different organs. Right? So I'm sort of recommend, and then if you drink 8 cups of people says I have to drink 2 or 3 bottles a day, forcing myself to drink it. I don't think that one is really a good idea. So your body already sometimes it knows, I don't need this much water. So if you really thinking, watch yourself, so that way, what we do the meditation. Meditation is quiet, not thinking. Try not to think anything else, but it's, even when you close your eyes, and so many different things. Oh, I have to go here. After this, I have to go to, what kind of food I'm gonna eat. So many things coming up, in your head. But it's more keep quiet and just whatever it comes, just that's okay. Just accept it, and then your body knows what you like it, what you don't like it. That's why sometimes the hunger, 3 or 4 days just without food, your body always thinking this food is good for me, this food is not good for me. That makes everything just messed up. that stuff. So even I'm talking about the hamburger. Oh, you should not eat the hamburger too much. One or two, maybe a week will be okay. That's your knowledge in here, but your body sometimes is you like this. Your body can tell, and then I don't like this. I don't need this. That way, your body can keep it up, the healthy way. But you cannot really depend on what it says. But try to clean up your mind. You have too many information to you. And oh, I have to drink this much water. And even I don't like that drink. But it's forcing yourself to drink. That means if you're forcing, it's what? Directly affected to the same which organ can relate it, that water. Okay, if you drink the water, you go to bathroom a lot, right? Is that the kidney work or the bladder work? If bladder has just contain water, and if kidney function is not affected here, you cannot have really urination. So kidney has to work. Kidney has to work. But if you wanna go to bathroom, and then maybe you can stand it maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. The bladder is okay, can hold it, but kidney get hurting. So your body that time, I go back to again, yang and yin, and the 5 elements is balancing out, is breaking. Right? I'm sure you guys really not interested and then not understanding what I'm talking about, but so I try to explain to you guys, and then understanding even a little bit your body. It's not really hard way, just simple way. So, and then at the beginning I was emphasize the balancing out. See, always not too much, not too much, not too much sleep, not less sleep. Maybe your body condition. Oh, I have 5 hours sleep is enough. Some people say, no, I have to sleep 8 hours. And then some people say, no, I have to sleep 10 hours. Everybody different. Everybody different. But your body has to balance it out. If you sleep that much, maybe you think you feel great. No, not really. Sometimes you don't have energy, and then you can just lay down too much and then go sleep. That's not good sign, right? So that's another balance thinking. So that's why I say malnutrition is really hurting your body. The malnutrition means the break that the balance. So sometimes we should not really thinking too much. What's gonna hurt your spleen? If you're thinking too much, study too hard, then that one is spleen gonna be hurt. What else? How about anger? Anger. Without any reason, you got mad very easily and like hyper. Oh boy. And then, next door lady always shouting something, then we can say, oh, she has a liver problem. Anger is hurting liver. What? Heart is what? Too much joy, too much that laughing. So everything we're just talking about. Again, the balance. Be happy, but not over. And then you have to use your brain and then do the something, but not too much. If you eat much, you do some exercise, the physical things. And if you sleep 10 hours, you get up, work something. That's helping your body. So your body keep healthy weight is always good nutrition. Good nutrition means, like last time we was talking about diet. Diet is not only losing weight. Keep up your good health. And then that's another balance. So, and then always, she doesn't have any job. She has good life. You know, whatever she want to do, this and that. No, not that. But it's, I have to work that every day and too much. But compare which one is good or which one is bad, we don't know. But your body, and then you have to analyze. You have to think about which way I have to go. Did that make sense? So physically exercise is good for something we treat it, but it's a hydrotherapy, so one of the methods. And then, so that's why it's, soaking in the bathtub and then whatever. It's just, even your food, just soak it and then make them relax. Sure that the feet exercise is good too, but it's, soaking is one of the treatment methods. So hydrotherapy is very popular. I like, that what? These days, music therapy. That's another way to treating. We have lots of different ways. Not only one medicine can cure. Not only one the acupuncture can cure. Not only one that all the Oriental medical doctors herb can cure. No, everything we have to together. We don't know which one is best, but sometimes it's this way is work, the other way is not working. So our body is very, very complicated, and so basic things. That's what I'm talking about, just basic. Individually, I don't know. And then it's around 20 years old people we have here, 5 or 6 or 10. But who is the best, the healthier, the person? Then how they did, how they daily life, and then that's different. So that's why it's nutrition every day. So you have to almost forcing yourself what is good for you, and then that one is no good, then we can just eliminate. But it's a lot of different kind, meditation. Oh, I cannot do that, and then that's hard, and some people does, but not all the time. The meditation, but it's at night and daytime. That's no good either. That's another breaking up balance. That's what I say, too much work, too much exercise, too much sleep, and too much work. They're all no good. So we have to try to balance it out. That's all. Balance means our body is 5 different organs. We cannot really forcing one organ to do work, everything, all together. That's you. So it's in here. One is good and one is bad, and then the other, I'm healthy. You cannot say that, right? So once you have something going on, the one organ is always affected the other one. The other one. That's why it's, 5 elements belong there. And then even the color too. If you have too much red, if you have too much blue, and if you have too much black, that's all red. The color has all different red. So your body just, the everything. Okay, is there any questions? 1 hour, I was just chit-chat. No questions? Yes?
I want to lose fat,
Huh?
but in a healthy way. Lose fat.
Lose fat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to like sweet food. I eat dessert a lot, and then I cut down completely all the sugar food. I did get like skinnier and my belly gets smaller, but I just stay there. But then I start to consume the sugar-free dessert. It's still sweet, but it's sugar-free. And my belly gets smaller. I don't know.
You're too skinny.
No, I'm not healthy. Like,
Yeah.
I go to Elder Fitness. I did the training, the report. It shows I have too much fat and it's not healthy. And, yeah, I just want to lose weight.
Yeah.
And I think
The machine says never really stand out. Always, the higher you have to lose certain weight or whatever, your fat is too much, and then like me, and then when I was 130 pounds, the machine still says, oh, your fat is too high, so you have to dial it down at least 10 pounds. How can you lose 10 pounds? That's hard. And then what my balancing means, not that way. Sure, the sugar, you try not to take it, but the sugar, you need it.
yeah, I still eat carbohydrate food, but
Yeah.
I just cut down the basics, the simple sugar.
Mhm. And then the people has diabetes, sure, they have to cut it down the sugar, but still, sometimes they need the sugar. And then, so that's always we're talking about the balancing. And something you have to, not at all. That's why, that when they have diet, protein diet, straight, a steak. And then 2 months, 3 months, oh, I lost this much, the amount, whatever the pound. But that's not the really healthy way to do the diet. So diet means really just try to balance it out a healthy way to do it, the diet. It's overweight, or whatever, there's a lot of different ways you guys can do it. It's something, sure, the people not eat right food. I don't know what they're taking, but still I can just say not right food. So it's carbohydrate, protein, and whatever, we try to have all together. Not only, the especially glucose, the sweet stuff is, that's energy. If you don't have too much sugar, you don't have energy. If it's too much, sure, that's no good. So it's, how can I just reduce my fat stuff? That's, the burning is the best, they say exercise. Sometimes it's exercise too hard. And then, 2 hours, 3 hours, do the exercise. Oh, I never lose weight. Yeah, that's complaint them said. But it's, you have to watch out what you're eating, and then I do the balancing. That's your body is just normally going around. That's all I can say. And then if you go to diet place, okay, take this, some kind of pills, and some kind of, in the morning you take this and you take. I'm not really believe that. And then if you think about the health way to diet, that's the most important. Then you're gonna lose, lose whatever unnecessary things. That's all I can say. So we cannot say, so I wanna, to lose the fat. Okay, what should I not to eat? We cannot really say that's one word. You should not take this one. You should not take this one. Not too much carbohydrate. It's not. Did that make sense to answer? Yeah, it's very, very, and then, so people just, then when they say diet, and then just thinking about to lose weight. Sure, a lot of ways we can, try to lose weight. If you are not eat, 1 or 2 days, you're gonna lose, right? Some weight.
Yeah, but that's why.
But after you eat and then gain back right away. So your body is not the feed it what you are not eating or you're eating. So it's something you have to think about the balancing out first. Not too much vegetables, not too much protein, not too much carbohydrate. And okay, I have fat, so I should not really take too much carbohydrate, or I should not really take too much fatty stuff. That way, you cannot really have balanced out your body. When you're healthy, I don't know the healthy means exactly what, but it's, you can, without tired, without thinking, you can move around normally, then you are healthy. You're healthy. So sometimes it's, oh, I feel so tired and I want to go to bed. Sure, there are a lot of reasons because of it's not enough good nutrition, or your body or condition is not really balancing out. And then, so when we're talking about yang and yin, the blood is here, we says yin, and energy is yang. If you eat too much, your energy cannot follow what the blood circulation. Then it's breaking the balance. So your health is not. You cannot really lose weight that way. So if you don't have, more running around, more energy, but not enough nutrition, it's not enough food, your body balance is breaking. So that's, I just, that to say general things, but I'm sure that makes sense. And we cannot say, oh, I have a low back problem. Why I have a low back problem? We have a lot of reasons. We cannot just say, oh, because of this, you have back problem. Oh, I have a headache. How can I treat it? We cannot really answer that point. And now it's earlier, she has a question, and then her, that the food, one side, she says, it's really irritating. It's not really pain, but it's irritating. Why? Sure, in here, the even palm, we have all different points. But our body has all different points, but it's in palm too. For example, here is the head, and here is, heart or whatever. Even food too. We have all different, the points is there. So when we diagnose, so once, we say, oh, why here is this so pain? We can just generally say, okay, maybe, one of the meridian going past that way, and then one of the points. The point means acupuncture point, that when we press that, and sometimes, we can get the energy, and we can reduce the energy, that kind of point. This one is more like professional, class we have to talk about, but it's generally, and what I keep on saying is yang and yin and 5 elements balancing. Then your body health. If your body is all balancing out health, I don't think you can really gain weight, excessive things. What you don't need, your body not keep it. Everything, goes smooth and going well, you're okay. Okay? Did that make sense? Okay.
Which point is reduce appetite?
Okay. She's just asking, which point is to reduce appetite. And then, that depends on. We have energy point and something, when we sometimes diet program, some people lose weight. We have the ear point, especially, that appetite is related what? Stomach and the spleen. So something you eat good, but we try to cut it down. That means, right? Yeah. But that one is, we have a lot of different ways we can do it. But especially, when we have a diet, try to let, down the appetizing. So we have an ear point here too. Sometimes, the little needle, we can put it on, and then,
Which side?
yeah, that ear, we have, that ear too, that like palm. We have all different point here. Here, that stomach point and lung point and everything. And then sometimes which hand we're gonna use or body we're gonna use ear point, we're gonna use the foot point, all different. So I cannot really say which point, just like that. And then if you study, further, more professionally, sure, the ear point, we have, there's some losing, a point in here, yeah, and then, it's sometimes, you don't have energy. Which one is energy point? That's very simple. We have the energy point right here. Right here. The energy means, circulation. I keep saying what? Key. Key. Yeah, that's energy point. Sure, if we have too much energy, we can reduce, but usually, that right here, 2 fingers inside, when we press here, that's really helping to boost up energy. And sometimes we have all of a sudden stomach trouble. We need energy to make digestion. Then we use this kind of point. Yeah, that's especially, we have the basic 365 point. We have 12 meridian. That one is pretty advanced to acupuncture school day learning. So in this class, I don't think you guys is really the interesting, but it's just basic point. When you have a headache, just that right here, and then you have a little the hollow spot here. When you press here, and then give maybe 10 seconds and release, and 10 seconds release, and then maybe headache can some headache is help. And then when I say this one is energy, when you have not good digestion or whatever, and then it's the helping little bit. So okay. Can you tell me what you're reading there? Can you tell me what's there?
Huh?
What you're studying there? Yeah, so that's why I don't know. You guys is coming here and put it the earphone and looking at the iPhone. Why I have to be here? Why you have to be here? Huh? What you think? But I just talking and talking and talking, and then you guys say something else, and it's no fun to talk or speak. I don't know. I just.
Some people told me not to drink the bottled water, like the purified water, but to drink tap water because the minerals, is it really make the difference?
Yeah, that's more like common sense stuff, and then California water is pretty good standard. Tap water, sure, that the loss of chlorine or whatever, but it's tap water. Just take it and maybe let it sit hour, more than an hour. It's gonna, whatever necessary things is maybe that the down there, and then you can just drink. That's more safer. But it's the bottled water, I cannot really say that so many different kind, the bottled water, some of them no minerals. So I'm not really recommend the bottled water, but it's people like that, and then.
Can I
So
ask, do you drink tap water every day or bottled water?
I'm using the tap water.
Oh, okay.
That's almost 50 years ago. My husband working for the county, the sewage department. So he's going around and testing the water, all different areas. Some different cities or whatever. He take that water and they have analyze all the water. And since that time, that's what my husband says. Tap water is okay. Whatever is there, the people used to the bottled water, and then what? All kind of different waters. But since that time, I've been drinking that just tap water, any place. So these days, I just that take some tap water and then let it sit and then drink it. So the bottled water, sometime when they go through the bottle, some bottles that you cannot really reusable, right? You know that? So we don't know that the bottle, how they make it, what's there, and maybe, who knows, more, the bad stuff is in there. And sometimes it's, that they purify too much. So whatever we need, the mineral stuff, we need it, the water, from the water. And then, the bottled water is best. And then these days, so many different kind, and some of them very expensive too. I don't know how good it is. And so, people, you go to the Costco, whatever, boxes and boxes, and then they have water in the apartment and house, right? And they just buy those. I don't really understand, but it's I think that's around 70-80% is drink that. And if I say I drink tap water, they look at me like this. Jesus, this sort of GP or whatever. But it's not. The California is pretty much standard, pretty much. And we rather not use chemical stuff in the kitchen. That dish soaps, always says dish soap. Try to put it away. Try to put it away. Don't buy the dish soap. But just, baking soda is not expensive. Very good, clean too. The baking soda, not the powder, and then you put it some, water, and then mix it. And just let it sit, and then just using whenever, they wash the dishes, you can use. That's maybe better than they think, tap water is something really bad. It's not. I'd rather drink the tap water than bottled water. Bottled water, sometimes, the people spend so much money. Not only money we're talking about. Money is, if it's health, the health, that one is, we cannot really count the money. But that one is, that's questions. So we have to watch out that even the bottle too. Bottle, when you look at the under there, they always have some kind of sign. Some of them, the bottle is no good. They're using that kind, and then so we don't know what's in there, what's virus or bacteria, and all the other pollution gonna be there. Who knows? And then I rather to bring the tap water just boil, then chlorine will vaporize, right? If you don't, you guys don't like that chlorine, then you just boil and let it sit and then drink it. That's good. That's good too. So it's lots of little tip can avoid from your, the daily life. As I told you, the last time, the banana skin. If you are not really sleep good, the people, very easy taking the sleeping pill. No, just if you have banana, just peel off the skin and make the tea and drink even half cup of banana tea. You can sleep good.
How do you make it? How do
Just
you make the tea?
just peel it, the banana. Inside you can eat, but outside, the skin, banana skin. And just wash well, and then make the tea.
Can they put it hot water?
No, I just put it in the water and boil it maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and then it's a little bit, that the yellowish color, and drink that. That's good for sleep. Yeah. Very simple and very effective. The banana is, pretty reasonable price, right? The banana you can use a lot of different ways. The banana inside, you just smash, and then you can make that pack. The better than you buy the pack, those are expensive. But we don't know what's all the, that smells good and chemicals there. The better not use skin. Just banana, you just smash that and you can pack and then your skin gonna be really healthy. So banana you can use a lot of different ways. So banana skin usually, and then I save in the freezer. And then whenever you need, just take it out and make the tea. Or you can let it dry, banana skin. Don't throw away. And then, just let it dry, and then just, keep it refrigerator, and then whenever you need it. Or banana skin, what? You have a leather jacket or whatever. Even shoes. You just rub it there. It's very shiny. It's very shiny. And those, the little things, we just, this one is especially like the water, and then sometimes the dish soap. Every day we use, and then I mentioned shampoo, and then what? Detergent. When the laundry soap, don't use too much. That one is, whatever the chemicals in the soap, and then your clothes, it's not really wash off completely. Then when you wear, those chemicals is all through the skin go into your body. That's what I always mention Dr. Clark. Dr. Clark's, he's a biology PhD, and he's always mentioned those are little particles go into your body that makes cancer. That's what her theory. And then if the cancer patient, and then she just give them the first thing, try to avoid all the chemical stuff what you're using. Okay, what? Cosmetics. The moisturizer cream. What's in there? You guys, didn't really read the whole thing. That the alcohol, the propanol, the alcohol is there. It's really skin makes no good. So it's that so expensive that cosmetics. I don't know it's how much is they have difference, but all basic stuff is there. So better use coconut oil when you wanna the skin moisturizing, not the expensive moisturizing lotion is the worse than just regular coconut oil or olive oil. The coconut oil when you put it on, it's not really greasy. It's okay. And I told you, that when you wash hair, use the coconut oil. Yeah. And then, did you try a little bit of shampoo? Don't throw away, and until you use up. And then a little bit of shampoo, and then a little bit of coconut oil. Just you mix it. You can see that milkish, the cream, and then shampoo. And you have bubble. It's coconut oil. It's not make any bubbles or whatever. But it's not. It's really good. And then you don't need to use what? Conditioner. Conditioner is worse than shampoo. So that way we try to cut it down the chemical stuff. Don't try to buy expensive ones, and then good water. Good water means expensive water, and that's not really solve the problem. If you want to be really healthy, this one is, I'm not talking about after 1 month, after 6 months, maybe year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, who knows? That's little particle. If you have a 1 penny, just every day, put it away one of the box. What? 1 year, 365, maybe this much. Huh? Same thing. The chemical stuff, whatever. So that's what the first thing you have to avoid. And hairspray. I'm sure you guys use the hairspray pretty much. That's no either. That's when 성면. Okay, that's really bad stuff there too. And then, so whatever you're using, not the compound, the simple things like coconut oil, like what baking soda, those are it all can work whatever you need it. So even the laundry detergent if you wanna use 1 tablespoon, okay, half tablespoon, and then plus what? Baking soda. Then more cleaner, and then colors more brighter, and the white one is whiter. So baking soda itself is good too. Itself, but it's that you have detergent already, not used up. Those are healthy way to do it. One of the best way. See, he has bottled water, she has bottled water. Everybody has bottled water. Maybe that you guys buy that container or mug. Yeah, and simple. And then they say, okay, that green tea is good, but don't use the pack. We have the pack, right? And then you just put it in hot water to make the tea, right? Oh, it's getting cold now. This morning was so cold. And the tea bag, I recommend. Tea bag, we don't know how long the green tea, they made it. Sure that always, the expire date, but it's, who knows, 10 days. That tea bag is very, all the, dust or some, the little bugs like that tea bag. So when you put it in, the old kind, whatever. Since then, I never really used that tea bag. So just, that even that you like to open up, just, that whatever, just, that the fresh teas, you can buy, that a lot of, that teas. Just, to make simply, and then put it in hot water, and then good tea. So don't use that tea bag. Tea bag is, that's what Dr. Clark says, the first thing. We try to get rid of all she says parasite. She says parasite. And those are little dust, air pollution, those are, go into our body, it can be parasite. So our liver cannot really do all the detoxify, right? Detoxify. So it's don't give work too much to the liver. So that way, maybe, and so good wash the vegetables and whatever, everything, even the orange, especially orange and apple. When in the tree, they spray a lot of chemical stuff, try to kill the bugs, right? So we don't know how much the chemicals, for the surface. So you have to clean very good. That's, as I told you, the flour is best material to try to clean up. Yeah. So that way we keep, our health nice way. Not, what she mentioned, how can I lose, the pets or whatever. Before that, we have to concern that one is first. We have to concern. So even that the toilet, whatever wash, we have lots of chemicals. They're clean good, yeah. But we don't know how many, the chemicals, sometimes aerosol, going around, that's all the chemicals. Yeah. It's when you clean, maybe that whatever you drink, the leftover Coca-Cola, you clean in the toilet. Very good. Very good. And sometimes coffee Coca-Cola is best. Coca-Cola can do a lot of, that's why I always say one bottle of Coca-Cola. Lots of ways we can use, the one bottle. Just, and tightening and then put it in the refrigerator and then, try to clean in the toilet. And then we don't have to buy, that good, they say good chemical cleanser, right? And carpet cleanser, all those, no. If you want the carpet clean, what you guys do? Carpet clean. These days there's so many, that the floor things, but it's still we have carpet. Carpet is a lot of dust or whatever. But put the salt, just the spray, and then maybe around hour or so, just bake it. It's really clean good. Really clean good. So no, not baking soda. Salt. It's really good. And then the salt, we try to, eliminate that even what? Ant. Sometimes we have, sweet stuff, the ant coming. You guys spray. No, you guys don't have to spray. Whatever that line, just put it a little bit of salt. It will go away. Or vinegar. You want it, just spray the vinegar, not the expensive apple vinegar and so many brown rice vinegar and just the original, the vinegar. If you have the one bottle, you can use a lot of. That's what I always say: coconut oil, vinegar, baking soda. If you have three, you can use a lot of. You can eliminate a lot of the chemical clean stuff. Does that make sense? And then, especially laundry. And sometimes, that you wash, you feel like, oh, I have to wash again. You do the, you put the laundry, whatever, to put it again and the detergent again. No. And then sometimes, that orange, they cut it and put it in the, it's, maybe, the ladies, we have a stocking, a broken stocking. They'll put it in there, and then when you have laundry, put it there. Then it smells good, and then white color is really heavy. Lemon or the orange. Yeah. The lemon is better, maybe. The orange is, and then put it in the broken stocking, and then the laundry, that smells real good.
That's only skin or inside the tube?
Huh?
The lemon and the inside the tube or?
Yeah, exactly. It's just cut it. They cut it and then put it in there, and then that's the clothes. And sometimes, if you wanna wash that washing machine, without the clothes and just the lemon, whatever, they put it in the container and just stack it and just wash one time. That time you can put it some baking soda. Then the machine gonna be really clean. Yeah. So that's that the common daily life, something that the little things is really helping for your health. That's what I want to recommend. And see, starting today, maybe you shouldn't have used tea bags. Yeah, and the tea bags is very expensive too. You better buy the whole stuff in there. That's maybe better. Yeah, and then that's the our that sort of using little wisdom. Yeah. And when you do the iron, what you guys use what? Starch. You buy that the starch you spray and then okay then okay. That is the water. In the water you can put it a little the powder, starch powder, and then make that really texture gonna be really good. Just a little bit, and then put it in the water and shake it and spray it and iron. Yes. Don't buy the starch from the people using the starch for the color they wanna really the make stylish too, right? So this one is just I don't know this class is really for that, but it's I'm just concerned about you guys ahead, and then you guys still young, so it's maybe for me, when it's later on, it's gonna be really changed, after 40 years, 50 years. Oh, I should careful since that time, and I'm gonna be okay. All of a sudden, and then somebody hit it 40 or 50. And then he has diabetes. And then she has diabetes. That one is careless because of the nutrition stuff. Diabetes is not really sure. That when it's born and then have those kind, genes too. But usually, the after that they got the diabetes is just terrible, terrible. You guys not realize yet. The old people, maybe 60-70%, they have diabetes. When you go to doctor, especially, they're over 60, 50 and 60s, they say, you have diabetes or you have high blood pressure. That's two things is concern. Two things is concern. Yeah. So you guys really have to be careful. Oh, I should not eat that too much sugar. That's not it. That's not it. Sugar, whoever that has diabetes, sometimes they eat a lot of what? Fruits. Fruits has lots of sugar. Sometimes, some of them worse than just sugar itself. That's why it has to cut down. Oh, you have to eat this fruit, you have to eat fruit and vegetables. No, too much fruit is no good. That's over is always no good. But it's the fruits, lots of sugar, especially grapes. Sure, that one is give you energy, but not too much. Some people just morning and I like the fruit, and this one is good for my health. And fruit. That's diabetes, and then the source.
I want to know, you see, I have a memory problem.
Everybody has memory problem. She says, she has memory problem. Everybody, that the reason why when all people, why they losing their memory. Sometimes, all this, where's my pen? Where's my pen? That's very common, huh? That's our brain. Brain cells is, deceased, dying, but it's hard to reproduct. So that's why it's, if you use too much brain, and you might get dementia later. If you are not using too much your brain, you might, deceive the brain cells too. So always, I don't know what is the average good or bad, is, balancing. Not too much, not too much. If you're not thinking too much, and then that's no good. If you think too much, that's no good too. So, and then, all people, I don't want to really get the dementia. Sure, that's really terrible. So they says, if we're using a lot of handwork, so pianists, and then they never really get dementia, no. They're using a lot of the finger. You know, sometimes we are not really using it. So now, I don't know that I'm not really playing the piano, but now I'm using my hand to the crochet. In a way, it's helping a little bit. So those, you know, that whatever you're in the future you're thinking, not just right now. And then, like, you know, the one little dust, just after what, 13 years, and then just a lot of, so it's, you know, and then starting, try to avoid all the chemical stuff from your house, from around you. And then, you know, the women's, ladies using a lot of what, cosmetics, very expensive. I think the night cream, small one is, you know, they say a good one is already $100. I don't think that one is very worth. At night, maybe, you know, at night after you wash, clean up, and then using coconut oil is better than